Give me 15 minutes and I'll give you the exact cold call and DM scripts I use to land secondhand clothing loads. Scripts that turn one phone call into a $9,000 payday. But before I hand you the words, I need to show you the one line most beginners say that kills the deal before it even starts. You see, if your first sentence is, "Hi, I'm a broker looking to buy your clothes," you just told them three scary things in under 10 words. One, you're middlemaning the situation. Two, you might not be reliable. And three, the pictures might not match the load. That one line shuts the door before you even stepped inside. Instead, I like to frame it around what they gain, not what I want. So in this video, I am going to show you the exact opener in just a second. But first, you need two rules, because without these rules, even the best script won't work. So rule number one is speak their benefit. When you're talking to thrift stores or nonprofits, don't babble about yourself. Emphasize reliable pickups, competitive pricing, prompt payment, and consistent buying. That's what puts them at ease. When you're talking to recyclers and your buyers, you want to flip it. So you want to lead with the load type like credentials or rags or mixed rags. Then hit the quality, original untouched donations directly from nonprofits, when it's credentials, of course. And always mention the origin city. Buyers care where the load is coming from. Now, rule number two is proof beats promise. Anyone can say they've got a great load. The real move is to send proof, right? So send clear photos and a short video of you grabbing like random donation bags, opening them and pouring out the contents to show like a warmer weather, trendier mix. You want to hide the heavy coats and the boots though, because those don't sell well overseas. So now that you know the rules, let's go into the exact scripts that I use. The goal with nonprofits is simple. Put them at ease and show reliability. So my calls usually sound like a hi, whoever, whatever their name is. This is Roland. I work with a local nonprofit and thrift stores, and I'm reaching out because we buy credentials and rags at competitive prices. We pick up when we say we will, and we pay promptly. We've been doing this for 7 years, and I was wondering, do you have any available loads that we could purchase or anything coming up soon? That is it. Simple, but it works for cold calls and it works for emails. Now, if they jump straight to price, I usually say, I want to make sure I'm giving you the best number for your specific load. So I'd love to look at some pictures and videos first, then try to beat or match what you're currently getting. By the way, how much are you getting for your credentials right now? I want you to notice something. Notice what I did there. I am turning the table and letting them throw the first number. If they push further and ask, when do we get paid? I just say, we pay as soon as the final weight is confirmed at the scale. We issue a payment immediately. That way you're paid accurately for what's actually on the truck. There. See, sometimes when you make these calls, you might not reach anyone. In that case, email works just fine. But if you don't have the decision maker's email, you can go ahead and leave them a voicemail like this. Hi, whatever the name is. This is Roland. We buy credentials and rags. We pick up on schedule and we pay fast. If you want a reliable option for your next load, I can have a truck this week or as soon as your load is ready. Call or text me at this number. And then obviously you say your number, right? But simple and straight to the point. But what about the buyers? You're probably wondering. Okay, now because that's where the real money is, and obviously you need a different language for buyers, here's what your outreach will look like. So when you reach out to recyclers, here's the key. You want to let them know that you manage inventory for a private nonprofit, not the Salvation Army, not Goodwill, a private nonprofit. Why? Because buyers already know exactly what comes from those two big players. They don't want rebagged at all. They want original donations, untouched credentials that have never been picked through. That's why I don't blast, "I'm a broker." I let that reveal itself later. When they're ready to send a truck and I'm issuing an invoice, they're going to notice that, of course, I'm a broker. By then, the trust is built already. So here's what I actually say on the phone with the buyers. I say something like, "Hey, whatever the name is, I manage inventory for a nonprofit in Fargo, North Dakota. We sell great quality credentials or rags. I wanted to see if you are currently buying loads of credentials. I can send you photos and a quick video so you can assess the quality yourself." That is it. I don't overtalk. I don't oversell. Now, if they're interested and ask about price, I usually respond with my highest asking price. And then I immediately add, "I'm willing to give you a discount on a test load so you can confirm the quality." Then I ask, "Oh, by the way, what are you currently paying for your credentials?" They'll obviously throw out a number, and regardless of what the number is, I just respond positively. Then I lock down their contact, so like their email or a lot of times their WhatsApp, so I can send photos and videos. WhatsApp, by the way, is gold. It keeps you in their pocket fast and direct, so you want to get a WhatsApp. Now, once I send the proof, I thank them in my email for taking my call. I mention the test load price, give them the pickup zip code, that's very important, and then tell them when the next load is going to be available. And here's the line that tells you if the buyer is serious about buying or just a tire kicker, because we don't want tire kickers. So this is the line I usually include. "Would you like me to send a pro forma invoice for the next load?" I include that in my email, and then I just hit send. If they respond and say yes, then they're a real buyer. They'll prepay, make freight arrangements, and you just close yourself a deal. Now, you now have my exact cold call and DM scripts, the proof pack, and the pro forma trigger I use to, make sure that they're a real buyer. But here's the truth. Scripts alone won't build you a business. What you really need is guidance while you're actually making these calls, sending DMs, and closing deals. That's why I created a school community. See, inside my school community, you get weekly live coaching calls where I walk you through deals in real time. You get a complete knowledge base with every strategy step by step. A network of sellers and nonprofits doing this alongside you. Plus, you get my Deal Makers Toolkit, which includes fulfillment checklists so nothing slips through the cracks. You get frequently asked questions and objection handling sheets so you never ever get stuck on a call not knowing what direction to go or what to say in response. You also get a bill of lading template to make your shipments paperwork easier and quick. So if you're serious about turning these scripts into real $9,000 paydays, I would advise that you join us by clicking the link in the description and in the pinned comments. All right. I'll see you guys on the inside. Thanks for watching.